Good morning, good evening, Duterte people. Always support President Duterte. Do the right thing and continue supporting our president. And always, hopefully, I just finished my video a while ago and what I just said it and things like that. So I just don't want to think about it. And, I just hope our president continue and getting well and have really good health and without him we are really lost. I want to continue the video as I done it just a while ago and I'm just uploading. So I want to continue with the video of what I was saying about our barangays, our police, our country. It's most of I just wanted to continue through that. Reasons why most of it also is like since I arrived home for the 3 weeks I was there, it has been really hard work for me. I supposed to be doing other projects and everything, and when I arrived home, everything was destroyed and that's it. But the good thing is, it was for me also, it was luckily they left all my papers of my houses on the side and they haven't ripped it. So, because if they did, I'll be really much more worse for me to get all those papers back. Other things, I mean, it's gone and there's not much I can do about it. But anyway, as I was continue about the barangay and the police and our corruption, is most of, every time every time I go home, I start dealing with more like authority things and like police, barangays, and then offices or government offices. I start dealing most of with these places and everything, and the more I deal with it, the more I still can see the problems inside the offices, inside everywhere, and the way the people's working. So like a while ago I was saying also, barangay and police and everything. Barangay is supposed to be one of the community second in police, but community police. That's how I would like the barangay to be presented, as a community police, because they are the ones who's around the community and they are the ones who's supposed to be supporting the people around that community, around that barangay place. So I would like to see actually barangay to have a bit more authority than what they have. But it has a big dilemma over here is barangay is big and is into corruption so much, and even the captain itself. So it's hard to find someone who wants to push their team to do well as a captain into the barangay, into even most of them they have like 2 years as a ruling as a barangay captain. But those times I see like they just want to like win as a captain. I don't know for what reason and what benefits. In the sense of what benefits is because the captain is holding some money from government. And then they complain about the budget they have, whatever. So we are short of budget, we cannot deal this, we cannot do that. How come? If you use that budget for what you're supposed to be using, of course it is enough, and you can make it much more if you start working properly and you put your people you are in charge working as a barangay. You're paying them for doing what? Most of the barangay, they are staying home, sleeping, and they're doing other work, like my colleague, my friend, who's the head of the barangay, and what he's doing. I was demolishing one of my houses, the roof. I took the roof and I took some walls. The head of the barangay, what he's doing, he brought some other stuff to work in my house, and he's working as a barangay person. Okay, so is this correct? Is this the way we work in barangay? You're getting paid for a service. Are you doing a service or are you doing for yourself? I mean, like, they don't give a shit about it. It's like, I'm a barangay or whatever, but they're not doing anything. They wear the same clothes as everyone. They should have a uniform. They should represent authority in the community. They should have support community. If there's a problem inside the community, barangay is supposed to be solving it, supposed to go investigate it and things like that. Because barangay, they have some little, authority they have. But the problem is, none of the barangay, some of them they don't know how to write, some of them don't know how to read. They just put themselves as a barangay. It's not like that, is it? Also, the captain, he's the one to choose his team. But if you choose a shit team, if the captain is a bad example to your foreman man, and then to your, the people you're in charge with, how can you bring authority to the communities? How can you control communities, and everything, when you cannot support your team? You cannot tell them you have the authority to do this. That's your job. That's what you have to do. This is, everything like that. And if anybody refuses, and then we take him in, we do this, we do that. But none of the barangays do that. Do you know what happens with barangays? Most of them, and captains, which is just a few days ago, as I left, I called Manila, the 888, our President give, and I complained about a lot of stuff because I know what's going on and what was going on. And at the back of my house, the drug dealer, which is at the back of my home, and he had 2.5 million of shibu. The night his brother was arrested, 80 of them, because I was there in that house. The barangay come to my home to call me up to come and see if they have things they stole from my home, which they did. When we arrived there, most of the police already broke into the house. So even myself, I should have done the video. My goodness, I didn't bring my camera. It was 12 o'clock at night. I was asleep already, and when they called me to go and see, I should have done my own video and to upload it. That would be great, but I didn't. I was so messed up with my head. My house had been broken, everything stolen, and I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to make the house safe again and all that kind of stuff. So they caught about 8 of them, but almost of all young guys in their 20s, 18s. He had a grandfather, a lolo, which he was also the head of that. And then the head of the supplier, he was coming in at that time. The only thing is that the girlfriend saw the police inside, and they told her the police is inside there. He was bringing 2.5 million into this house to be distributed around my subdivision. So luckily the guy escaped, and he lives right behind my house. From the squatters. So he escaped. I was telling you how I become to know this. I become to know this through barangay. One of the people, which is the head of the barangay, he stays behind my home. And like I said, he's my colleague, he's a friend of mine. He's the one who works for me, doing my homes and all that kind of stuff. So that's because some of them, they're family of his. And he knows that, but they are so afraid because they also have guns. And then if anything like that, it's easy for them to shoot them or somebody else. Even me, I was a bit, not afraid, but, you just like, with those people, you have to be always alert, you have to be careful, because you never know. Any of them can come and around as you're walking or something, motorbike, as we do in the Philippines, and they just shoot you, and then you're done. So, I know the guy, and then I call Manila, the police, to be investigated. So they did. A few days ago, one of the barangay captains around the area, I'm not going to say what area it is, but it's Cavite areas, he was caught. The barangay captain, he was caught because someone done a video of him taking shibu, and he's the one who's supplying around the subdivisions, and he has, of course, the support who does the rounds and everything. So one of these guys, he lives right behind my house, and he's still free. That night he should be caught. The suppliers also, who's been supplying this kind of shibu, is also people from Nigeria. People from the country of Nigeria, which is the black people from Nigeria. They were supplying the shibu to the Filipinos, and the Filipinos supplying to other Filipinos and all around the subdivision. That day, luckily the Nigerians, they ran away. Somehow they must tip them and everything, because they had, all I can know and I can say, through one of the barangay captains, not captains, but through the one who's in charge of the other barangays. said that they ran away with the 10 million. 10 million. And then the other guy who just was, his brother gone to prison and some others, he was likely not to be caught, as if it wasn't for his girlfriend tell him the police is inside the house already, just don't go in it. And he ran away with a motorbike. He was bringing 2.5 million with Shibu. So as everything was so hot, he ran away with that Shibu and he took it some other places. But as everything start coming down a little bit, the guy, after for the whole week in my subdivision, he was moving around every day and night with a motorbike. And then he was, after I left it, I become to know it was a lot of people coming into one of the corners, you know, to get the supplies and all that kind of stuff. So, but one of the barangay captains around my area, which is the friend of the captain of my barangay, which I just supplied them with uniforms, they are friends. And it was good, someone in the office made a video, posted to the police. They came to arrest the barangay captain. Inside the barangay captain's office, it was guns, unresisted guns, many of them. They caught him with also, where can you hide the Shibu? Inside his office, it was a lot of Shibu. You should have seen this on the news a few days ago. So you should have seen that. And around my place, many of them has been caught with supplying Shibu. So it's very corrupted everywhere, and it's very difficult. I also dealing with papers with the deeds from one of my houses. I went to the office to not the municipal, the register of deeds. The register of deeds also is one person to attend others. So it's one person doing papers, similar to the police. The police is only one person doing a case and then doing things. For 500 cases, one police only to solve all those cases, whatever time he has. So he cannot even solve one case a day. If he goes holiday, that case stays over there, and he has to wait until that police guy comes back. To arrest also someone is very hard, because this happens to me. This is not a bullshit or story. This really happens to me. So that's why I'm saying to you guys. To arrest, I know who's the suspects of, who broke into my house, who stole my house, and everything. To arrest that guy, that's the guy who stole it, that's the guy, and they admitted in the front of the police and all the barangay and all kind of stuff. And what the police guy said to me, I cannot arrest them. I have to get a court order, a court of arrest. The court has to give them an arrest order for him to arrest him. I said, are you kidding me? Are you taking the piss, right? I said, no, that's the law. They have to get arrest warrant through the court first before they can arrest anybody else. I was laughing at the guy, because this is so ridiculous. The suspect is right there, and you're telling me in the front of this guy you cannot arrest him without you getting a court order first, and then you can arrest the guy. So, my friend, wait over here. Don't move. I'm gonna take maybe 1 week or 2 months, a court warrant, and then I'll come arrest you, right? So wait for me. What the F is that? That's why our law is messed up also. And this is not what I don't like about it. We need to change this law. I do hope our president change this law, and then he like, somebody done wrong, you arrest them straight. The only thing they can arrest someone straight if they catch you on the right moment stealing. If they catch you, okay. If not, what they said to me, oh, we have to fabricate something and all kind of stuff, and then we can do that, because I cannot arrest them without the court warrant. I said, what? You had to fabricate something? You have to make up something to arrest this guy when he admitted and he told everyone and tells you in the front of you, you know, he done it, he stole it, the 5 of them? I couldn't believe it. It's so ridiculous. Anyway, I need to cut this video again. So anyway, the Duterte people also support the President Duterte. Do the right thing, and our law has to be changed because this is so ridiculous, you know. And it's so much to be done. Our president cannot do in 6 years. There's no way. Anyway, peace. See you soon.